warning before you listen. This epic is not for children, nor for the faint of heart. We retell the ancient Greek myths as they were born, unfiltered, unsoftened. Scenes of violence, curses, betrayals, and a hunger for power that shows no mercy. Given the many conflicting versions of the Titan War, the events have been rebuilt to complete the missing pieces. Here, we tell the myth as it was meant to be told. Sources and references are listed in the episode description.
Chapter 90. The Thunderbolt of Glory, Zeus reaches for the sun.
Because lightning does not walk toward the light, it recreates it. The sky had known 1,000 storms, but what now unfolded was not a storm. It was a rewriting of meaning itself. The land had quieted, the sea had drowned in its own tension, but the sky bled. There, between fractured clouds, between a light, now doubting whether it even deserved to shine, stood Zeus. He was no longer testing his power, he was remembering it. His hand, once still for an age, began to pulse again, as if holding the heart of the very first storm. And the thunderbolt? It wasn't blazing. It was waiting, glowing softly, ready to be reborn. Hyperion hadn't vanished. He had only grown more radiant. He raised his arm toward a sun that wasn't above him, but within him, and he shouted, each word striking like lightning, "If you are truly a god, survive my flare!" Then he unleashed it, the solar flare, not a light, but a punishment for anything that dared defy the day. The sky exploded. Air evaporated. Clouds that didn't melt were reduced to ash, blinding ash. The winds no longer served any purpose. They didn't carry, they applauded. They clapped in all directions like witnesses of something no logic could explain. And yet, Zeus did not move. He stood at the center of fire, his body sculpted from silence that does not burn. His eyes, they did not blink, because one who has seen lightning from the inside fears no glow from outside. Then he extended his hand. There was no weapon in it, no power visible, only one thing older than both, the will to avenge. And he spoke, without sound, yet all galaxies heard him. Light is not born of flame, but of pain. If it endures, he summoned his thunderbolt. It didn't erupt from his hand, but from behind him, as if the sky itself had decided to gift him what it had never given to anyone before. The thunderbolt of Zeus, Generation 2. It did not burn. It taught fire the memory of its sin. It surged forward, tore through the void, and pierced the very pride of light. Hyperion screamed. His hand no longer held a sun, but a glow in retreat, remembering its first death. And he whispered, stepping back without showing defeat, "This is not lightning. This is forgiveness. Delayed so long, it chose vengeance instead." The shape of the sky changed. No longer blue, no longer red, but a canvas of fury painted with a bolt. And there stood Zeus, approaching the sun, not to extinguish it, but to teach it how to shine without burning. And now the question is no longer who will survive, but rather how much of the divine still carries light after lightning has passed through it. This chapter of the epic has come to an end, but remember, what you've just heard is not a record of facts, but the echo of a myth, a story born from the imagination of the ancients, etched into the long memory of humankind. If this tale stirred something in you, if it opened a door to reflection or wonder, don't forget to support the channel and share the journey with those you love. And in the comments, tell us, which moment in this chapter struck you the most and why? We'll meet again in the next chapter of this audio odyssey through time. Until then, farewell.